listen, this is warfare. 'Cause back in the day, my cloud was great, and it seemed like my angels couldn't blow them away. Then I sold my first verse and caught that NSX, but I was still riding in them jets for now. Man, my business all clear out the window of the lair, and I'm talking on my cellular, but you should hear. Listen clearly now. Hello, can you hear me now? Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Detroit leading by 15. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Detroit, Elton Brand is out there with Hayward, and it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Dellavedova in at the 1.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now, here's Oladipo. Harris passes to Payton. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 4. Oladipo. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Gasol, a screen on Payton. Ellington from outside. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The shot by Payton, no good. Detroit dictating the flow. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Timeout Magic. Orlando timeout.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Magic dancers.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And Fry kicks to Harris. The feet to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Here's Oladipo. Rebound by Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Ellington dishes to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Hayward. There's the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Back to Payton. Now here's Oladipo. He's got 9. Another miss by Oladipo.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Hayward kicks to Ellington. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Ellington, the pass to Gasol. Gasol, a screen. Dellavedova dishes to Gasol.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
For Detroit, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that one falls for Marc Gasol. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he makes both from the line. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ridnour kicks to Gordon. The pass to Ridnour. Dishes it to Gordon. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
And here we go with Luke Ridnour. Outside Gordon. Kicks it to O'Quinn. 6 to shoot. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. There's the pick. Young with no one around. Detroit, no good that time either.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Now here's Gordon. Gordon with another miss. And Young, here we go. Gasol passes to Clarkson. Feeds to Dedmon. In the corner, it's Martin. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Really high quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Here's Ridenour, and good off the lead pass that time. Ridenour's got his second bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Brandon Davies is checked in for Detroit. Here's Clarkson. Young outside. Young left side. Dedmon kicks to Young. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Martin. Nice ball movement by Detroit.
Crashes the offensive glass and gets a slam dunk for his effort. I like the work.
You know, Clark, pretty easy for him once he got a handle on the ball.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're never going to get a more quality chance than off an offensive rebound.
Ridenour's shot is off.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Orlando making some changes. Oladipo, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Payton in for Luke Ridenour. And then for Detroit, Haywood comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Caron Butler is subbed in for Brandon Davies. Butler. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Butler's got 6 points.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Payton from 13. And that one comes up a bit short.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Here's Clarkson. Martin attacking, just 5 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Butler.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Gordon. And 11 points for Victor Oladipo. Here's Clarkson. And that's not going to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Detroit opening up a huge gap. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Fry and Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's Payton in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Now here's Ellington, guarded by Oladipo. Brand, a screen on Payton. Dellavedova dishes to Brand. Pass to Hayward, all alone. Orlando grabs the miss. Fry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Oladipo on the wing. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Detroit making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. There's the dish to Hayward. Gasol a screen. Dellavedova kicks to Hayward. The 3. Hayward missing again.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Now here's Payton. Payton right side. Fry passes to Payton. Harris outside. Shot from 16. Can't hit. And Detroit the other way now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Over to the wing. Hayward against Harris. Hayward dishes to Gasol. He kicks to Hayward. Goes up from the top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And Detroit leads by 20. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Well, you know, starting last season, the NBA added a 3D camera system in every arena to track movements on the court. And some of the shots that those cameras get are remarkable. They can measure just about anything you can think of, and it's opening up a lot of different ways of measuring and dissecting the game. Another example of the overreaching arch of analytics.
Here's Dellavedova following the bucket by Orlando. Lets it go with the three. And Gordon Hayward with the three.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. No good from Fry. Detroit leading by 21. Here's Dellavedova. Screen by Brand. Gasol setting the pick for Hayward. He dishes it to Gasol. And Brand wide open. He shoots. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Mark Gasol.
And here is Payton. Detroit with the rebound. Brand's got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ellington. Now the feed to Dellavedova. Out to Hayward. Fires it up. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Pick by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Harris.
You know, every team in the league loves to have good size in the middle, but it does seem like the league is getting tougher for big men. You know, help defenses now, the allowance of zone defenses, you can sort of load up on players. It can inhibit a big man's ability to attack because you can see double teaming even before he's gotten the ball. But it's made for great strategy, and I really like the new rules.
Now here's Payton following the miss by Elton Brand. Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic down low. Defended by Gasol. Detroit leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Detroit.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
As the game has required more movement, Clark, we're seeing big guys try to slim down.
And yeah, big men with agility are at a premium, but also it takes a little bit of the stress and strain off the joints. As few as 5 to 10 pounds less can make a big difference, and that's huge for big guys.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Now here is Martin. He feeds it to Nedovic. There's the screen. Puts up a 3. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Nedovic.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Here's Ridenour, and that one's good.
How about the delivery in the lane, just perfectly done.
Here's Nedovic. He's guarded by Ridenour. And Nedovic kicks to Ellington. Haywood with a screen on Gordon. Ellington with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Davies with the bucket.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Ridenour, and he converts the layup. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Nedovic. And so Detroit